another I'm too lazy to get out of bed workout. So let's get started. I've got my little phone here and we'll do some timed exercises. We did a 10-second plank with a 3-second push-up the other day. Today we're going back to 4-second push-up because if we hold our plank for just a little bit longer, that's okay. But doing the push-up fast was not in our best interest. So let's get started with that. Always do our hardest stuff first so we don't wimp out. Okay, here we go. Get ready to do our planks. So get yourself in plank position. Tuck those toes under and I'll get my tushy out of the air. There we go. And I'm going to hit go. We have we got 10 seconds to get in our position. So get your hands right under your shoulders and get ready to push up. And hold the plank position. So squeeze your glutes, squeeze your ab muscles, tighten your legs. Oh, was that 10 seconds? I guess so. And up. And hold. Oh, apparently talking through that really worked. I didn't even notice that it was 10 seconds. And go down and push up. And there we're back in the plank position. And now I'm starting to notice those 10 seconds. So hold that stomach in, clench that tushy, clench those legs, and go down and come back up. Whoa! All right, here we go. Hold. And keep that neck straight. Keep the back straight. Don't let it sag. That is the whole goal, is to keep the back straight and come up. And oh, this is a lot of effort. So hold, and get ready to go down. And come up. Oh yeah, here we go. Noticing those 10 seconds is now. Okay. And now that the talking is getting a little harder, and we're going to go down and come up. Oh, cheating. I'm on my knees now. So, my right wrist is acting up a little bit today. So here is the modified plank position. And go down and come back up. This is, for me, it's a very lot easier to maintain the good posture and to keep the back straight and keep the butt from falling down. And go down and come up. Woo! And we should probably do those push-ups a little bit slower. The slower you do them, the harder they are. So, and we'll do one more. Oh, and that was I think that was our 10. Still holding. I guess we'll do the other 4. And down and up. I really need to adjust this if I don't want to do 15. I shouldn't have it set for 15 probably. So holding, really tucking in that, tightening that stomach and come up, tighten those butt cheeks and squeeze the muscles in your thighs and hold that tummy in. Oh, and keep your head straight. Do all of those things and come down and go up. And this is working out my shoulders again, which it's probably supposed to be. So I suppose that's okay, as long as it's not feeling like it's causing injury and just a little muscle fatigue. I suppose we're okay, because that's what we're going for, is a little muscle fatigue to build those muscles up. We want to be good and have a nice healthy body. All right. We did our 15. Let's go back for 1 second. Hold our modified child's pose. Woo! And come back up. And we're going to do those diamond push-ups. So there. And we'll do 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, go into the modified child's pose and hold it. Woo. And out to the sides. And this arm go on top of the other arm. Keep your head down between your elbows and feel the stretch all along the outside of your arm, of your body. Sink down onto your heels a little bit. There we go. Go to the other side. Do it again. Yeah. Oh, my left one's stretching way more than the right one did. Wonder why that is. Left one's a little sore, I suppose. And my left hand's probably weaker because I'm a right-handed type person. Okay, so let's go into the downward dog and the modified cobra. Okay, so for the downward dog, get your hands. Well, let's do our cat-cows before we do our dog. Okay, so press the spine down and chin up for the cow position. Really open that chest, pressing that rib cage to the ground, sit bones to the sky. Really press it down and come up. And pull like there's a string attached to your chest and it's pulling to the sky. And I actually kind of visualize separating all of my vertebrae and kind of trying to stretch out between each one of them all the way down to my tailbone and up to my neck. And then go back the other direction and do another cow. And stretch the spine out the other direction. We don't keep our bodies in this position very much these days. If we ever did, we're usually kind of hunched the other direction. So it's important that we keep our spine nice and flexible and go this direction also, so it doesn't forget that it can do this too. And we'll do one more cat, and then we'll go into that downward dog. And pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. Oh yeah, really stretch it all out. Really stretch it out. Sometimes I feel a lot of the blood going to my head. Okay, now tuck those toes under, and we're here in hydrant position. And get ready to push up into the dog. There we go. And I'm going to widen my stance just a little bit. Okay, so heels are pressing, well, not pressing, but relaxing into the ground. My head is down between my elbows. My knees are pretty straight but not locked out. And I am pressing my sit bones to the sky. Ooh, my middle fingers are facing forward. Keep trying to keep our good form here. Oh, I caught myself being up on tippy toe a little, so I'm relaxing my feet down again. It's real easy to cheat and go up on your tippy toes, but that defeats the stretch. So we're not doing this to cheat. We're doing this to keep our body healthy and keep our flexibility up. So if you're cheating, you're only cheating yourself, and that just doesn't make any sense. if you're going to go through the motions, you might as well get the benefit, huh? Okay, so we're just going to hold it. And this is one I wish I would have started the minute timer. I like to make sure we hold this for quite a while to get that good stretch. Supposedly, this is supposed to be super easy and the most basic place for starting your yoga exercises. I haven't gotten to the point where this is a comfortable position for me. This is still a stretch. So, but the lady who taught it to me swore that someday this would just be a comfortable place to hang out. Okay, and let's call this downward dog done for today and come on down into that modified cobra. And there you go. And hold up, chin to the sky. And scoot down, and I'm going to put my feet off the edge of the bed. And I'm going to go into those exercises that the physical therapist always has me do. So this is our base core exercises that we do every day. And get the gluteus maximus clenches. This is going. So I'm clenching each side of my glutes. And I do this just to make sure that I'm not keeping my tushy tight the whole time. And every time I go down, I move my hands a little bit more forward. And if, in my opinion, this is stretching out just a tiny bit different part of my back every time. So I just scoot it forward. So yeah, when I hurt my back at work, I went to a physical therapist, and this is one of the exercises she told me to do. And so I try to be a good girl and do them. And luckily my back seems to be doing pretty good. So we'll keep doing them. So, but boy, it took a lot of years. I feel sorry for anybody who has back pain. It took me a good 3 years before that same pain kind of quit sneaking up on me. It didn't happen all the time, thank goodness. But boy, it was a long time before I didn't wake up with some kind of pain. Keeping the glutes going. But bodies are an amazing thing, and they want to recover. It's their job is to be healthy. That is your body's job. And we've got all sorts of little creepy crawlies inside that do this job. You got your white blood cells that fight off your infections, and you've got all of those gut bacteriums that they talk a lot about now. You know, your probiotics and your prebiotics and every kind of biotics. And then there's the antibiotics that kill all the bacteria, including the good ones. So there we go. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But most of the time, if you just take care of yourself and give your body the proper tools with eating good nutrition, it'll take care of itself. Now, one thing I do is if I feel sniffles coming on or something, I start taking a little bit of C and a little bit of zinc, and that seems to help. But you know what's really seems to have been really keeping me healthy is pretty much almost every morning I eat a bunch of grapefruit and part of an orange at least. And I've been pretty darn healthy for a couple of years now. Those colds haven't been able to catch up with me. And I'll do one last one here. Well, and of course, doing my little exercises that makes my body in top condition. Woo woo. Okay, so we're going to call that good. Come on down. Okay. So here we are in position to do our wheels and our bridges. So first let me demonstrate the bridge. So if you don't feel like doing a wheel, aka back bend, you can do this exercise instead. So you hold your tushy up, pressing the gluteus maximus. This is squeezing them, and my palms are touching underneath and opening up the shoulder blades and holding this position. So this is the bridge position according to what I YouTubed. So there we go, because everything you read online is true, right? Okay, so get in the position for the wheel. So hands go under the shoulder blades and feet are close to the gluteus maximus, and we're going to hold it for a really quick count of 20. And I do 3 of them because that's why. And we're going to get up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And come down. And then do some wrist circles, because the wrists seem to be the weakest link in this exercise. Though the first time I tried doing this several months ago now, well, a couple of months ago, I couldn't do it. I think it was my triceps weren't strong enough in that position. So I suppose maybe we'll do some dips and stuff today. We haven't done much tricep work other than a few tricep push-ups and apparently this. Oh, we didn't do our cobras. Cobras are good. Our real cobras are good for our triceps, I believe. Okay, get ready to go up and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And come down. Yeah, some of it it's almost an exercise of how fast I can count to 20. Oh, that's pretty sad. Suppose I just slow it down a little bit. Oh, just, that thing I was saying earlier about cheating ourselves. Suppose I'm cheating myself a little speaking so fast. Alrighty. So, hopefully, one of these days, this exercise is easier for me. We just keep doing it. Supposedly, that's the goal. All right, here we go. And get ready and go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, there we did. It took us longer to say 20 that time. All righty. Do some of those wrist circles. And, oh, my poor little wrists, they don't like that exercise. But don't do anything that you think will cause you pain or injury. I think if I just keep doing it, my wrists aren't screaming in pain. They're just whining a little bit. All right, so let's move on and do some triceps exercises. All right, let's do that next. Usually I do my triceps kind of off the bed. So one you can do is you can do kind of a reverse kind of push-up thing like this. So let's do a few of these. And I've got my hands with my fingers are towards my bottom is how I've got my hands positioned. And so just kind of doing a dip. Now you can do these off of the edge of the bed too. Unfortunately, my camera position I don't think will allow me to demonstrate those. Oh yeah, this is working. So here we go. So I haven't been counting. So I'm just going to do a lot because they're starting to hurt. So the rest of your body is just relaxed. I'm not using my legs at all. I'm just pushing up with my triceps and really starting to feel it. I don't know whether my weight is uneven, but I'm feeling it more in one arm than the other. Okay. Ooh, that actually worked because, yeah, my triceps are mad at me right now. So let's do a little tricep stretch. So hand is down on the shoulder blade, and woo, there we go. I'll grab the elbow with the opposite hand. Woo! Hope this music isn't too loud and funky for you. I found a new playlist. Thought I'd give the classical a little bit of a break for a little while. Get something a little bit more upbeat. I haven't listened to this all the way through yet, so it's kind of a dubsteppy, I think is the name. Dubstep, or what's the other one? I can't even think of what the other one's called. Oh, trap. I'm not sure whether it's trap or dubstep, but it's kind of whatever that is. All right, so I switched arms. I didn't exactly tell you, sorry. All right, and why don't we just stretch out the forearms while we're at it, just because. So, arm straight out in front, other arm pulling down on the fingertips. And then we'll do the other one. And then I'll do a shoulder stretch too. Which this next exercise, or this next stretch, it's rare that it's much of a stretch for me. But so you put your arm straight across, and you kind of hook it in the elbow of the other arm. And it's really rare that this feels like much of a stretch for me. I don't know whether it's just my body or I don't work hard enough, but every once in a long while I get it. But most of the time, this is just kind of here for me. So let me know if you feel the stretch. Maybe I'm just a loosey-goosey wherever this is supposed to stretch. I believe it's supposed to stretch your shoulder and your bicep. And maybe I just don't work my biceps enough. That could be too. Alrighty. Little wrist circles. Alright. Oh, that's a stretch we haven't ever done before. So I learned this from another physical therapy kind of person, and this is for carpal tunnel. And I think you're supposed to do it standing up, but I think you can do it sitting down. So your palm is supposed to be at a 90 to your wrist, and you go down, and then you bring it up, and then you go straight out. So your fingers are pointing straight down, and then you tip your head away. Oh yeah, I feel that stretch. So keeping your fingers pointing down and flat are key, and then leaning your ear to the opposite shoulder. And yeah, oh yeah, I feel this stretch a lot. And this is supposed to be really good for us to keep our carpal tunnel down. Which, you know, so many of us today are doing nothing but repetitive tasks all day, every day. So this could be a very, very important stretch for all of us. So we'll do this. And I probably should have timed that, but I didn't. So let's do it on the other hand. So start here and push it up, turn it out, and straight down. And it should be not forward, not back, but straight out with your elbow and head down. And either I'm not holding my form good, or this side isn't as tight. So there we go. Fingers straight down. Which this could be that the fact that I don't use my left hand nearly as much. This is my mouse hand. I mouse a lot more than in my return hand. There we go. Still getting a little bit of a stretch though. Just don't feel it in my fingers and wrist as much as I did on the other hand. ear to the shoulder, fingers to the ground. Sorry, I keep checking my position. All right, and this is also another stretch for carpal tunnel. So get all zen-like. We'll even add to it, and we'll go into the butterfly. And there we go. So kind of press it down until you feel the stretch in your wrists. Keep the back straight to keep the butterfly. And I'm actually not really working the butterfly. I'm just letting it relax down into it. And there we go. And there. Pressing that wrists down. And then the test they had me do for carpal tunnel is actually holding your wrists the opposite direction and seeing if your fingers start to tingle. And so they had us do this, and then if your fingers start to tingle, I guess that's not supposed to be a good thing, but that might be kind of pinching that carpal tunnel type nerve. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, let's I say okay a lot. Let us do some more triceps. So this, you're going to put your head face down on your surface. So if you're on the ground, get a towel or something, and put your face down. And you're going to take your hands and you're going to press them up. And so you're just going to kind of pulse them. And I'm going to go ahead and do some of those butt clenches while I'm at it, just because I can. So we're just going to pulse, pulse. And then you can bring them in. So up and in, and up, in, up, in, up, in. So this is a really, some of those little exercises that's super easy until it's not. So you keep going up and just press up. Now I'm just doing straight up, straight up, straight up. Push and push and push. These little teeny baby movements. And up, up. And I'm going to go back in a little bit. The music, I lost my beat. I want my beat back. That's what I was going to do my butt clenches to. There we go. Oh, do you feel that it's getting a little less easy now? So let's just go straight back up again. Straight up. Push, push, push. Lift, lift, lift. And let's go in again. And in, and in, and in. I don't know about you, but it's getting harder and harder for me to touch my fingers together. Press, and press, and press, and press, and press, and press. And straight up, 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 up. It's amazing what these little teeny things that are really easy to do at first, how hard they get. Press, 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 press. Changing my neck position a little. Press, press, press. And let's go in again, and in, and up and in, and up and in, up and in, up and in. Oh, okay. I think that's enough. Okay, so let's do some Supermans while we're in this position. Do a little bit of that back workout. So hands right by your shoulders, and bring it up, bring your feet up. Hold, 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 and bring it down. And bring it up, and hold, 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 hold. Ooh, I'm Superman, I'm flying. And come down. And come back up. And I noted the other day that this is the position that when you do skydiving, I'm an indoor skydive, and this was the position that you have to hold. And it must be good for your butt because my butt was so sore the next day. Come back down. Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. And come up. Hold. And hold and hold and hold. And hold and hold. And come back down. And come up. And hold and hold and hold. Hold and hold and hold. And there we go. And I guess we'll do one more. Come down. And go up. Hold, 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 hold. Hold, hold, hold. Hold, 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 hold. Hold, hold, oh. And come down. And let's do another little cat-cow, just to stretch that out again, since we did do a little back exercise. So I'm going to start with the cat. Oh, this feels so good right now. Those little exercises, I really feel those in my back. If it starts to hurt, or if you're overdoing it, or if it's just something that you're physically not feel like you're capable of doing, please don't do it. I don't want anybody to get hurt. These are just exercises that I kind of came up with, or I've learned throughout the years. I am no way certified to tell you what you can do with your body. And so do the other way. I have no credentials whatsoever other than I just am bringing you along with my morning workout. So here we go. And so we're down in the cow position. And we'll do one more of each. Bring it up to the cat. Oh yeah. Oh, this feels so good right now. Oh, and lean it back. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Oh, feels so amazing. And push it back down into the cow. And let's call it a day. Okay, so remember, today is the first day of the rest of your life. The past is the history, and tomorrow is a mystery, and all we have is now, and it is called the present because it is a gift. So enjoy it, and take care of yourself, as nobody else can do it for you. Do your best to aid in other people to take care of themselves, because you can't take care of anybody else because they have to take care of themselves also. Try to keep your chin up. Oh, I said one of the unpowerful words. I believe I read a book called Power Talking by George Walther, and he talked about powerless words, and try is one of those powerless words. There's no such thing. Yoda said it best. You can only do or do not. There is no try. So if you're trying, you will never succeed, because there is no success at the end of try. There is only doing and doing not, as Yoda said. So look on the bright side. There's usually two sides to every perspective. If something is looking negative in your world, work on spinning that and look at what could be a positive out of it. Like, when I hurt my back at work, of course, that wasn't a good thing. But the good thing was I went to physical therapy and I learned all these good exercises, and now I'm sharing them with you. So, was it a good thing in the long run? Maybe. And it made me have perspective on what's important and how to not take our bodies for granted. Pain has a way of doing that. Now, as you get older, you learn to appreciate your body just being there, and when you don't feel some sort of ache or pain, and so appreciate that. When you wake up in the morning, if you don't feel your body, it just is. That's probably a good thing, as long as you can still move all of your body. Your body should just be there. You shouldn't necessarily feel it. So breathe and drink lots of water and eat healthy foods, lots of vegetables, even fruits. They're trying to say now are too full of sugar. So, goodness my, I'm still eating fruit. Matter of fact, I got a couple persimmons in there just waiting to be ripened. I love persimmons. If you've never tried to ripe persimmons, they're amazing. So anyhow, I'll quit chit-chatting with you and let you get on with your day. And thank you so much for joining me. And remember to like my videos. All likes are appreciated. Subscribe to the channel. Write a comment. Let me know if you like it, if you didn't like it, what you do like, what you don't like, what you want to see more of. If you like the music, you don't like the music, it's too loud, too soft, let me know. And I will keep that all under advisement and see if I can fix it up. So, of course, can't please everybody all the time, but I could sure try. Anyhow, so go to our sister site, explorerlink.com. Check out any of the new adventures there. It's got a YouTube channel and a website, so check that out. Look for some of our neat gear that we've got coming on, or travel tips and items that you can buy. So there you go. Have a great day, and we will see you again tomorrow. Signing off.